Hello, I'm here with Theresa May. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Theresa May. I'm the Home Secretary, Minister for Women and Equalities, and of course the Member of Parliament for Maidenhead.
And you've actually been in Parliament since 1997. How has the internal attitude towards women in politics changed since then?
Well, I think crucially it's become more normal for women to be in politics and to be involved in politics. And I think that's very important within our own party. It's less of a matter of comment when there is a woman who's a candidate or a woman who's a Member of Parliament. That's particularly true, of course, after the significant increase in the number of female Conservative MPs at the 2010 election.
And when you co-founded Women2Win back in 2005, what were your initial aims? What did you really want to change?
Well, I wanted, first of all, to change the numbers, to get more women actually coming forward to stand for Parliament, to be considered as candidates, then to get them selected and, of course, elected. And I wanted this to be part of a move to make it sort of just part of the DNA of the party, that women could be MPs and would be selected as MPs without anybody thinking twice about it. And, of course, when I co-founded Women2Win, we did that at the time of the 2005 leadership election, and we challenged the two leadership contenders to ask them what they were going to do to commit to ensuring that more women were encouraged. And, of course, when David Cameron won, I was very pleased that one of the very first speeches, one of the very early speeches he gave in Leeds was about getting more women involved in Parliament.
And how do you think women are actually suited to the role as an MP?
Well, I think women do the role very well. I think women are natural team players. I think they naturally are good listeners, and I think they're people who actually get things done. And I think that's one of the things. It's quite strange. Many people would say that women talk a lot and things like that. Actually, I think in politics often men talk and women do.
Yes, that's very true. And as Minister for Equalities and Women, what are you and the government doing to encourage more women into politics?
Well, we're trying to set an environment in which, of course, it's seen that women being in politics is a good thing. And I talk about, in a number of speeches, I talk about what we've done in terms of encouraging more women in the past, but also just try and be a role model. And I think for all women MPs now, it's important to be that role model so that people can see what women can achieve. And it's great that we've got such a wide diversity of women now on the Conservative benches in Parliament who are able to show that you can come from a whole variety of different sorts of backgrounds, a whole different sorts of experience, and still get here and be a good MP.
And what three qualities would you really say are necessary to become an MP or to be a successful MP?
I think the first thing is determination. I think when you're going through the selection process, and this is true for both men and women, actually it can take, some get there through it quite quickly, for others it takes a long time. And I think you have to just carry on. You have to be determined, learn from what you've done previously. If you've not succeeded, say to yourself, what did I do that I could have done better? But basically be determined and carry on and not accept the setbacks as anything other than a learning experience. I think that's one of the important things. You've got to enjoy people, because being an MP is about people. Virtually everything you do is about an interaction with people, particularly obviously in the constituency. And I always think it's a good idea to have a good sense of humour.
Good, good, good. And is it actually important that women have a background away from politics before they enter politics?
Well, I'm a great believer in people having a background away from politics, whoever they are, when they come into the political world and come into Parliament. I think it's always useful to have had some experience in a different sort of employment in a different area, to be able to bring that experience to bear when you're dealing with the issues that we have to deal with as members of Parliament.
And why is it so crucial? I mean, what is it about Women2Win that's so crucial in encouraging women into politics at that very initial stage?
I think crucially what Women2Win has been able to do has been able to provide, I was going to say tuition, that sounds terrible, but actually provide people with information about what being an MP is like. So if you think you're interested, at an early stage we've been saying to people, this is what it's about, so that people, women can make a decision as to whether it is right for them. But the mentoring that was done prior to the 2010 election with individual candidates who are going for selection through the selection process, I think has been very important. And interestingly, there's a great feeling here now in Parliament among the women MPs who've come in that we do want to work together and sort of keep some of that spirit of Women2Win going here in Parliament. I think Women2Win's work to reach out to a wider group of women to try and encourage them to come into politics is also very important.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time.